remember cleaning your headstone about 2 to 3 years ago, which is why you see these old flowers here. A long time ago, and I'm going to replenish them after I clean your headstone. I'll never forget you, actually, because you were so young. So young, 17 years old. Peter, I hope you did have a good life. You may not have lived long, but that must have been God's purpose for you. And so I'm sure you got whatever needed to be done here on earth done. I hope you did not fear your death, Peter. And I hope you are resting in eternal peace with all the other angels surrounding you with love and eternity. I'm sorry that your life had to end so soon. I think that's one of the greatest fears for any parent, is to lose a child. In life, we grow up thinking that it's always like we grow old and then we die. But the reality is that's not true at all. We have newborn babies that die. We have teenagers that die, young children that die, car accidents, cancer, home invasions, abductions, tragic accidents, sudden illnesses. I was supposed to die myself about 13 years ago when I had meningitis. And when I was in the hospital, not responding to the highest level of antibiotics, and I developed encephalitis where my brain was swelling. That's when the doctors told my husband, Chris, if she has a living will, you should bring it up now. I don't know why I survived that. I remember the first thing when I opened my eyes, I was in a coma for like 2 days or something, or 3 days. And when I first opened my eyes, the doctor from the CDC was standing above me, an Asian man. And he said, "Welcome back." And I was like, "What?" He said, "We didn't think you were going to make it." And those words have stuck with me all these years. They did not think I was going to make it. I mean, I don't know how I did. The other night, 11 o'clock at night, I hear my oldest daughter screaming downstairs, "Mom, Dad, Mom, hurry! Kathleen, something's wrong with her." And it's like, you don't even hesitate. I was in bed. I just got up and I ran upstairs. And there Kathleen was having like convulsions on the ground. And she just never had any issues with that, ever. And so I immediately call 911. They come out and they determined what it was with Kathleen. She got a piercing in her ear, like over here. Really bizarre place to get it, I guess. And it developed something called a keloid or a kenoid, or I don't know what it's called. But anyway, a big bump, like the size of a swollen tick, was on the back of her ear. And when she pressed on it, it hit a nerve and it sent intense pain all the way through her head, which made her collapse and her body start to react like that. Thank God she did not have to go to the hospital. And she's okay. Now I just have to take her to a dermatologist to have them, I don't know what they do, fix it. So those are things as parents. Oh my God, like just to hear that, my other daughter screaming, "Mom, quit." I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then to see her convulsing, I didn't know anything about her ear. Unfortunately, that's one of the common things with young people. She's 18, and you were 17. But we don't tell our parents enough. We're afraid to tell them. We don't want to upset them. Well, it does make me happy to know that my cleanings last 2 to 3 years and not just, you know, a few months. This brush. There's my new favorite song by Dave Matthews called Gravedigger. Go figure. Go figure, Gravedigger. But anyway, he sings in one part of it saying, no parent should have to lower their child into the ground. And that is true. I hope your family is okay, Peter. I hope your family is, 87, 97, 100. He died like over 30 years ago. So I hope they were able to get their lives together. I can't imagine. I always say if something happened to one of my girls, I'd want to be with them in heaven. And while I don't believe in suicide, if my children died, I wouldn't want to live. All right. Some of these spots are actually like rust, so they're not going to come up. I remember when I cleaned your headstone 2 to 3 years ago, this trench part here I had to dig. The dirt was coming all the way up to underneath the dates here, so you couldn't see any of this beautiful wording. So I am right now digging it a little bit more. Yikes. Peter. Peter. These are kind of like, I think, a baby blue color for a young man. I think they're perfect for you. Thank you, Peter Andrew, for your life. And thank you for this time shared with me. May you rest in peace.